Good morning, Frank Watkins with Kylie again.
Good morning.
What day is it?
9th of May, yeah, Monday 9th of May.
Okay, Dow down 93 on Friday. I am bemused and befuddled at how far we've fallen today. I really spent the weekend thinking, well, there won't be too much damage on Monday. However, whatever we've got, we've got. Just looking at this current situation, I don't know if people are, let's say, familiar with what I'm going to call an ABC correction. I could call it a Watkins correction.
I reckon you should call
Yeah.
it the Watkins correction.
If we measure from this high at about 7,898 down to this low, which is about 7,547, the length of that A is 351 points. Now, from this, let's say, little rally, we should, from that high, fall another 351 points. Interestingly enough, that would take us down to 7,373, and we've been to 7,388. So, if you need to paint a picture that the bottom is nigh or something like that, we could very well be close. But I really think, I think 7,200 is beckoning, 7,250 down here. There could be a bit more downside. Regardless of that, I don't think anything really changes. Just keep doing your scans, keep your stops there. The stocks that you have just decided to hold regardless, just hold regardless. Having made that decision, there's no point changing your mind. If you've had stops on, there's been no point changing your stops. So, to me, it's just business as usual. Kylie, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I 100% agree with everything you just said. I guess it comes a time where, whether you think that trading's not for you or it's becoming a bit hard, this is where it tests us in a bear or in a pullback. So, yeah, just stick to your plan. This is where it comes in. This is where it's vitally important to stick to your trading plan and have one. That's my 2 bobs worth anyway.
And then look at a 5-year chart, and there's not that much damage yet. We're probably down about 5.5%. The real damage is in the tech stocks in NASDAQ. There is no doubt in my mind there's a huge overreaction to a 0.25% rate hike. However, it is what it is. So on the last time we did one of these scans, I checked out the higher, low, and there was 2 stocks to look at. And lo and behold, we have 2 again, with NTC being one of them. And surprisingly, it is actually, I'll put today's data in there. Just having a bit of a hissy fit today, but a big tail on the candle so far today. So I still think this break of probably 37.38 is intact. OBV still really good during the last week where the market's been diving. And SNAS, which is that NASDAQ ETF, no wonder that broke out on Friday. Now, just on that point, there was a question came in the other day, how do you short ETFs? The answer is you can't short ETFs. You can buy an ETF that takes advantage of a falling market, like BBUS or BBOS, but you can't actually short an ETF. Kylie, anything in your scans?
The only scan thing that came up in mine that looked any good was TNR. The depth was not great last week, but it's sort of moving and shifting today, and it's looking quite nice.
Does look good, doesn't it?
Yes, TNR, and the other one is BRN, the old brain chip, was looking very sorcerish, and that's broken out too, which that came up in a scan as well.
This one intrigues me. It's pretty classic. What I look for with Frank Scan, long period of accumulation. Then we get this burst of news. Market rallies, OBV rallies, volume goes nuts, FOMO kicks in, then reality kicks in and we taper off waiting for the next bit of news. During that period where we taper off, we've got low volume but rising on balance volume. That to me simply has to break, and also it coincides with what would be a major long-term low, a high, higher low, higher high, away we go. I like that.
Yeah, that's good.
Good find. And what was the other one?
Brain chip, BRN.
BRN, she's back on the move again. Same sort of thing. The world went nuts back here, with Mercedes-Benz announcements and things. Then reality sets in. OBV did drop during profit taking and the heartbreak. Lower volume here. Nice accumulation. I guess this low here in April, it's really only a 4-month low. Regardless, you have some support across there. Haven't quite drawn that in the right place. Out there, be interesting to see what happens. I haven't seen any news on that, so it's just...
No, they did get a speeding fine on Friday, but it's sort of still picking up today. Didn't see obviously what their answer was, but there isn't any news.
Okay, one to keep an eye on, and at that point we shall leave it and talk to you another day. Cheers.
See ya.